The Washington, D.C. Titans, the Indiana Elite. It's game one of the Eastern Conference Finals. And we are underway. We are officially underway here in the Eastern Conference Finals. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for tuning in. And just like that, the Indiana Elite wastes no time getting the ball to Pete Jones Jr., and he drops it in down low. You have to think the Indiana Elites are most certainly going to work the ball into Pete Jones Jr.'s hands. Mohamed Celia, the rookie there, able to grab the offensive rebound, then went for the big dunk, rimmed it off. You have to think maybe that's some rookie early game nerves there. Mohamed Celia at center. They're a young rookie. They get it into Pete Jones Jr. again, and he's able to lay it in. It's going to be Season 2 MVP, two-time All-Star Pete Jones Jr. facing off against rookie Mohamed Celia down low. You know the Indiana Elite going to be looking to get the ball to to Pete Jones Jr. Stolen right there by Clem Fandango. Fandango gets the steal, and the Indiana Elite off to a strong start. Back into Pete Jones Jr. Sneaks by for the lay-in. Make it 3 in a row for the MVP. Now, talking about MVP, this right here is Terrence Alexander, the Season 1 MVP, point guard for the Washington Titans, straight to the basket for the slam. That is the Season 1 MVP, Terrence Alexander right there. Washington, D.C. Titans not able to make the playoffs last season. Pete Jones Jr. with the slam. He has got 8. Pete Jones Jr. has got 8 points in 90 seconds. Terrence Alexander, though, it's going to be the MVP battle here in this series. We knew it was going to be that coming in immediately here in the Scuffed Basketball League. Pete Jones Jr. with 10 points. Right here in Season 2 of the Scuffed Basketball League, Mohamed Celia just rimmed off the dunk again, and the rookie possibly dealing with some early game jitters here. He has had 2 looks down low at dunks, and both of them have been rim outs. Truck Wallace, he gets it into Cameron Boozer. This is the Rookie of the Year, and he's able to lay it in. But Season 1, of course, as I said, Terrence Alexander won the MVP. Season 2 here, Pete Jones Jr. wins the MVP. And then right here in the playoffs, we see Pete Jones Jr. and Terrence Alexander face off against each other. And we get our first ever MVP matchup right here in the playoffs in Season 2. Cameron Boozer lays it in. Cameron Boozer's got 4. Pete Jones Jr. has got 10. The post game for the Indiana Elite is monstrous, but Terrence Alexander, he has got 8 points. He is doing everything he can to show why he's the MVP. Both MVPs here for both teams looking to start strong. Pete Jones Jr. lays it in. Terrence Alexander over to Rice. Rice at the top. He works around the screen. He's guarded by Truck Wallace. He's going all the way for the lay-in. Leon Rice, he's the first Washington, D.C. Titan to score. That is not Terrence Alexander. Cameron Boozer lays that one in. Timeout, Washington, D.C. 90 seconds to remain here in the first. Rocco Pebble and Greg Neal check in. Pete Jones Jr., Terrence Alexander pulls up a 3. Can't get it to go. Ball is tipped back out to the high line where Moore picks it up and then is able to dash around the defense and lay that one in. Rocco Pebble and Greg Neals, they check back in as the two big men having a great start here early on. They take a seat. Terrence Alexander at the top, attacking the basket all the way, lays it in. 10 points for Terrence Alexander. Both MVPs off to a great start here in the first. Matt Snow into Truck Wallace. Truck Wallace is into the key. He throws up a hook shot. He can't get that one to go. Pete Jones Jr. and Carlos Boozer take a seat, and the Indiana Elite's offense stagnates. Christensen, that's the most improved player right there for Season 2. Randall can't get the dunk to go. Greg Neal gets the rebound. Gives it over to Matt Snow. Matt Snow up at the top. Matt Snow Around the screen, driving to the basket. Now, he is able to lay that one in. First basket of the game, 2.7 assists here in the first quarter for Matt Snow. Eugene Moore against Fandango, able to lay it in the post. Good post work from Eugene Moore. Matt Snow guarded by Terrence Alexander. Terrence Alexander. Him and Matt Snow both been in here the entire quarter. Shot clock winding down. Matt Snow, Truck Wallace to end the first. No good. That's the end of the first quarter. Into the second quarter. Indiana Elite will start this one up for subs check in. Terrence Alexander still in there. Christensen. Are you talking about Scuffed Basketball League or Fantasy Football, Snowwood? Terrence Alexander still in there. He has been playing the entire game so far. Okay. Alexander finds Moore. Moore able to lay that one in. Great dish there from Terrence Alexander. Terrence Alexander has not taken a seat yet here this game. Nomad, he's looking around the screen. He's into the paint. He is off the glass and lays it in. Terrence Alexander now guarded by Nomad. You can see the sweat dripping off of Terrence Alexander. Hasn't taken a seat yet here this game. Into Randall. Randall back up to Alexander. Into the key. And able to lay that one in. Doesn't matter how tired he is. Still finding a way to score out there. 12 points for Terrence Alexander. Nomad around the screen. Into the keys. Looking for more. Under the basket. And can't get the lay-in to go. Can't get the lay-in to go. That one bounces out. Here come the Titans with a chance to tie it up. Alexander! Oh, offensive rebound, though, for Randall. Randall back over to Christensen. Christensen gets rejected by Greg Neal. That one will bounce out. 7.7 on the shot clock. Up to Alexander. Alexander, shot clock winding down. He works around. Step back. A deep three. No good. Boarded by Greg Neal. Nomad at the top. Nomad into Allen Wells. He sneaks by the defense, lays that one in. First basket of the game for Allen Wells. About 2 minutes gone here in the second. Terrence Alexander into Eugene Moore. Moore guarded by Gator Wallace. Looking for a chance to get by. D'd up. Randall for three. Drops that one in. Jared Randall. First basket of the game for him. Into Greg Neal, back up to Nomad. Indiana Elite looking to set up the offense. Nomad back into Allen Wells. He does it again. 2 possessions in a row. Allen Wells able to lay one in. Now here come the Titans. Following the 3-ball. Quick mid-ranger. No good. That one's boarded by Allen Wells. Nomad comes across. Timeout, Coach Pete Jones. Back to it following the timeout from Coach Pete Jones. He gets the starters back in there. Starters get back in. They get set up. Ball into Pete Jones Jr. He's against Christensen right now. Tyus Christensen, the most improved player here in Season 2. Truck Wallace over to Matt Snow. Matt Snow over to Fandango. Good ball movement here for the Indiana Elite. And ends in a step-back three that can't drop for Matt Snow. Alexander into Eugene Moore, and Eugene Moore can't get the lay-in to go. Tough break there. Back into Pete Jones Jr. He gives it back over to Cameron Boozer. He's trying to get around the defense, but he's D'd up on. Tries to back down over here from the right side. Shot clock winding down. Puts up a turnaround. Can't get it to go. The Titans take over. Alexander. Rice pulls up. He can't get that one to go. That one's boarded by the Elite. Empty possessions for both teams here. Both teams trying to get the lid off the basket. Into Truck Wallace, back over to Cameron Boozer. He can't get it to go. Puts up the same exact shot that he took on the last possession. Terrence Alexander, I still don't think has sat this game. Terrence Alexander has played every minute here this game. Matt Snow, he'll work around the screen. He attacks the basket. He's able to lay one in. Timeout, Washington, D.C. Back to it, following the timeout. 60 seconds left here in the second quarter. About to get to halftime. Terrence Alexander finally takes a seat for the first time here this game. Matt Snow with a quick shot. Drops that one in. 6 points and 7 assists. 6-7 for Matt Snow. He'll be looking for a double-double in the second half. Ward uses the screen. Gets her over to Rice. Rice pulls up a three. Can't get it to go. That one's boarded by the Indiana Elite. Here they come. 30 seconds on the clock. Clem Fandango tries to work around the screen. Picked up on defense, though. Cameron Boozer gets absolutely rejected. That one bounces out. Indiana Elite will keep possession. Indiana Elite call a quick timeout. 21 seconds left here in the first half. Indiana Elite with the ball. Matt Snow up at the top. Shot clock winding down. Matt Snow, shot clock winding down. He tries to set up, gets into Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones Jr. puts up a quick shot, can't get it to go. Here come the DC Titans. Probably the last one right here of the first half. Point, he's going to pull up a long three. No good. That's the end of the first half. Second half underway. Indiana Elite start this one up 3. Washington, D.C. Titans with the ball. We are underway here in the second half. Terrence Alexander over to Rice. Rice pulls up a 3 ball, drops that one in. Just like that, Titans started off with a 3. 9 points for Leon Rice. Matt Snow into Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones Jr. lays that one in. 14 points. Alexander works around the screen, step back, and drops that one in. Had his foot on the line, so counts as a 2. But a long 2 there for the Season 1 MVP, Terrence Alexander. Matt Snow back into Pete Jones Jr. He's going to get rejected now, though. Matt Snow over to Truck Wallace, back up to the top. Matt Snow finds Pete Jones Jr. He's under the basket. Back out, Clem Fandango, wide open. Can't get the 3 to go. Here come the DC Titans. Chance to take the lead into Celia. Celia against Pete Jones Jr. Throws it off the rim. Randall's able to recover. He can't get the basket, though. And Indiana Elite will take over. Chance to get the lead back following the tie. Fandango around the screen. He's under the basket. He slams it down. Clem Fandango with his first basket gives the Indiana Elite the lead back. Terrence Alexander pulled up the 3. Tried to give his team the lead right there, but couldn't drop that one in. Indiana Elite, Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones Jr. backs down against Muhammad. Muhammad trying to D up. Pete Jones drops it off the glass, though. 16 points for Pete Jones Jr. Terrence Alexander thought about pulling up there, but he'll work around the screen. Poked away by Matt Snow. Alexander can't get the mid-ranger to go. That one's boarded by Pete Jones Jr. Indiana Elite looking to get set up again. Matt Snow back into Pete Jones Jr. He's looking for it again. Hook shot. Oh, can't get that one to go, though. Now, here come the Titans following the rebound. Alexander works around the screen. Poked away by Matt Snow. Alexander with the recovery. He's spinning. He's driving to the basket. Matt Snow D's up on him. Sneaks around. Can't get the basket, though. And it's boarded by Truck Wallace. Truck Wallace tries to work around the screen. Good defense. He gives it into Cameron Boozer, and Cameron Boozer drops it in from the left side. 8 points for the Rookie of the Year. Terrence Alexander, quick shot. No good. Terrence Alexander has kind of been chucking him here to start the second half. Matt Snow, Cameron Boozer looking to do it again. Rookie of the Year, back-to-back, timeout DC. Less than 2 minutes remain here in the third. Indiana Elite up 8 here in game 1. Ward guarded by Matt Snow as Terrence Alexander takes a seat. Ward works around the screen, throws up a step back jumper. No good. And the DC Titans with a lid on the basket right now here to start this second half. Gives it in a Rocco Pebble back at the truck. Wallace pulls up a 3. No good. Can't drop in the 3 ball. Boarded by the Titans. Ward into Muhammad. Muhammad able to lay that one in. That's his first basket. Muhammad able to get by Rocco Pebble. With Rocco Pebble in there, they'll try to get the ball to Muhammad now. Matt Snow around the screen. He's trying to attack. And that's what happens when Rocco Pebble's in there. Turnover there for the Indiana Elite. Titans take over. Chapman throws up the quick mid-ranger, but he can't drop that one in. And the Indiana Elite with less than 60 seconds left here in the third. Matt Snow into Truck Wallace into the key. Can't get the shot to go. Rocco Pebble just likes jumping up and hanging onto the rim, even if it's not going to result in 2 points. Great dish there to find Muhammad. He's able to get that dunk to go. He's had a couple rim-out dunks here this game. So he's able to drop that one in. Matt Snow into Greg Neal. Greg Neal. He's trying to get to the basket. Throws up a hook shot. He can't get one to go. B team showing why they're the B team right now. Ward over to Chapman. Chapman can't get the 3 ball. Can't get the 3 ball to go. Shot clock turned off. Last one here for the Indiana Elite. Matt Snow into Truck Wallace. Quick mid-ranger. No good. Time winding down. One more for the Titans. Ward pulls up a logo 3. No good. That's the end of the third. Fourth quarter underway. Indiana Elite start this one up 4. And they will start with the ball. Can the Washington, D.C. Titans hang on here and claw their way to get the lead and take the win in game 1? Or can the Indiana Elites hang on with defense and take the win here at home in game 1? Point gets by, but can't get the basket. That one's boarded by Greg Neal. But no, Matt throws up a quick mid-ranger. Can't drop that one in. Into Chapman. Chapman guarded by Wallace. Back over to Point. Point at the key. Gets by Neal. Straight to the basket. Lays that one in. Blake Point. He's on the basket. Or he's on the board for the first time. Indiana Elite now looking to set up with the B team in there. Nomad and Allen Wells. Quick mid-ranger. Drops it in. Wide open right there, Allen Wells. 60 seconds gone here in the fourth. Muhammad gets by, but not able to drop it in. He's able to get by the defense. Nomad throws up a shot with 2 seconds off the shot clock and can't get it to go. Muhammad drops it in. And timeout, Coach Pete Jones. 3.5 left here in the fourth. Starters check back in for the Indiana Elite. Can they hang on with a 4-point lead here late? Matt Snow into Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones Jr. over to Cameron Boozer. And he'll drop that one in. 12 points for the Rookie of the Year. Ward around the screen. Poked away. He'll recover it, though, and lay it in. The amount of times we see Matt Snow poke the ball away just to not get the steal. Very normal occurrence. Matt Snow into Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones gets rejected by Jared Randall. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Pete Jones Jr. into Matt Snow. Matt Snow. Shot clock winding down. He steps back. Cameron Boozer. Whoa, Cameron Boozer. Able to get it to go with the shot clock winding down. Terrence Alexander around the screen. The Season 1 MVP pulls up a 3 ball. No good. Boarded by the Indiana Elite. Matt Snow up at the top into Cameron Boozer, the Rookie of the Year, looking for more. Drops it in again. 16 points for the Rookie of the Year. Terrence Alexander around the screen, looking to attack the basket this time. And that one, he'll get the roll. He'll drop that one in. 16 points, 8 for 16 from the field for Terrence Alexander, the Season 1 MVP. Truck Wallace up at the top. They're looking to give him the screen. He's D'd up on, though. Good defense. He's going to give it into Cameron Boozer, and he just cannot be stopped. Cameron Boozer does it again. Washington, D.C. Titans called a quick timeout. 1:45 left here in Game 1. Randall throws up the floater. Good shot there from Jared Randall. Just his second basket of the game. Someone that the D.C. Titans try to look to be a scorer. He's just got 5 here in Game 1. Pete Jones Jr. slams it down. 18 for the Season 2 MVP. Alexander finding his team down 8. Poked away by Matt Snow, but again, not able to fully get the steal. Alexander at the top, trying to use a screen here. Watching the shot clock wind down. This is looking like an Indiana Elite possession. Alexander pulls up a 3 and airballs it. Wow. That was a possession for the ages right there. Coach Pete Jones, glad that wasn't the Indiana Elite. Matt Snow into Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones Jr. with his 20th point, his 10th basket. Big Game 1 here for MVP. Terrence Alexander into the key. Able to get around the screen and lay that one in. Finds his team down 8. Shot clock winding down. Less than 40 seconds now. Indiana Elite trying to take some time off of the clock here. Pete Jones Jr. Back up to Matt Snow. He steps back, pulls one up, can't get it to go. And approaching less than 20 seconds now. Terrence Alexander at the top. Over to Rice for 3. Can't get it to go, though. An offensive rebound by Muhammad. Back up to Alexander. Alexander back over to Rice. Pulls up another one. Again, he can't get that one to go. That one's boarded by Clem Fandango. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it. Indiana Elite start off strong here in Game 1. The Indiana Elite take the win.